Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai or Kia with a GDI engine. It could be practically any GDI engine, but we'll be demonstrating on a 2.4. You want to know what are the symptoms of thermostat being bad. Okay, what are the symptoms of thermostat being bad? All that will be covered in this video today guys. Let me just tell you a little bit about us before we start. And one common mistake people make when replacing thermostat that can cost your engine. So all that will be covered today. As you know, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. If you need to buy any parts and tools for a really good price and quick shipping as well, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and supplies guys for Hyundai, Kia and any vehicle that we work here at the garage. Now, this is a thermostat guys, okay, this is your thermostat, that's what regulates your temperature, engine temperature, and it's super important because if it fails it can destroy your engine. And there is one common mistake people make when they replace them as well. We'll cover that as we go. Now many of you have been asking us lately, okay, because you know this is a complicated electronic, quite a few electronics on that engine. It's a dual variable timing engine, it's direct fuel injection, and if you have problems you need to have a system that can scan everything really well. And many of you have been asking us about the scanner to recommend, OBD2. That's the one that we use daily, works on Hyundai, Kia and every car you can think of. It's a tool that can access every computer system in your car and you can pay itself off in one-time use. So I'll put the link in the description of the video below if you want to check it out. So that's the thermostat. Okay, that thermostat is mounted on the cylinder head guys. Okay, you have the thermostat housing that's mounted on the cylinder head, and that thermostat will be what will be regulating the temperature. You can see you have a hose right here, okay, that's the upper radiator hose, okay, and multiple other coolant hoses, but practically that thermostat will send cold coolant, okay, to the engine to cool, okay, and keep constant temperature. It needs that constant temperature so the engine can run efficiently, okay, because it needs to work at certain temperature, let's say 95 degrees Celsius, or what that will be, like close to 200 Fahrenheit. At that temperature the fuel injection will work good, you have good clean burning, and the engine will be efficient and you will not be polluting. But if that thermostat fails, it can fail in two ways guys. One is stuck open, one is stuck closed. If it's stuck open, what you can experience? Stuck open guys means that the thermostat will be open all the time and the coolant from the radiator will flow through the engine constantly. Okay, so the engine may be running cold, it may not be able to reach normal operating temperature, and you may get check engine light on and codes such as P0125, 128, that indicates that you have problems with the thermostat and engine not being able to reach sufficient temperature. Another thing, when it's stuck open winter time, you may notice, okay, since the engine will be running cold, especially on the highway, windy days, driving faster, your heater may not work. The heater may be weak and it may be blowing cooler air instead of being a hot air, because actually the coolant from the engine that gets hot, that's what creates the heat for your heater. And if the engine is running cold, the heater will not work efficiently as well. In some cases, even the engine may overheat when you have thermostat being stuck open, because it will not be able to regulate the temperature correctly. Now, let's talk about, okay, what can cause if the thermostat is stuck open. Something else. Increased fuel consumption. The engine will not be running clean, will not be running efficient. You may smell gasoline smell through the exhaust as well, because practically you will not have clean burning, and you may get even codes for rich fuel mixture in some cases, okay, because the gasoline will not be burning good and it will be detected by the oxygen sensor, which is on the back side of the engine, and it will say, okay, we have a problem, we have too much gasoline in the system. Now, what if the thermostat is stuck closed, guys? That's dangerous. Why? Because if it's stuck closed or not opening all the way, that means that not enough coolant is going through the engine, and you can easily overheat the engine. That can happen when the engine is under load, accelerating, passing somebody, driving in strong headwind, or just driving in town. Sometimes can happen as well. If the thermostat is stuck closed all the way, okay, the engine may overheat in just a few minutes. So What can happen in that case a little bit? Okay, if you start getting hot until you can pull in a safe place, you can turn the heater on high, and that will release some of the temperature in the engine, so you can decrease the chance of overheating it, but never drive it with a bad thermostat, guys. If you want to see how to replace it, we have the video on the channel. You will need to drain the coolant. That's where the common mistake comes. People will drain the coolant, they will just replace the thermostat, add coolant and start driving. On these modern cars, you need to bleed the cooling system the correct way. If you don't do it the right way, what can happen, guys? You can severely overheat the engine because you may end up having an air pocket inside the engine or the cooling system. As a result, coolant will not flow through the engine, and that will result into overheating. So we have a video that will explain how to bleed the cooling system on Hyundai Kia GDI engine. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.